Westside, welcome to the party. Welcome back to Westside Game Day. This week is Greenville week. This week we're joined by a very special guest, Coach Jamo, the offensive line coach. Coach Jamo, how's it feel to be on Westside Game Day today?
I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a fun time. I'm kind of excited. Got a big game this week. I'm hoping a lot more people come out this week than did last week. Yep. I thought that the fan base was very low. So before we even start your show, I just want to say if you are a Westside fan or you're a student, you need to be at the game this week.
Amen. Big game. Alrighty, before we get on the picks this week, we're going to give a recap of last week. Last week, me and Trenton both tied at 7-3. We picked wrong on Strom Thurman. Dorman did not end up winning like we all thought. And then Jacob went 6-4. Picking West Florence gets Burns. I believe it's a 57-0 blowout. 49-0. So, ladies and gentlemen, this week, Jacob Cook is going to have the punishment for the fourth week in a row.
Oh my God, I can't see.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the punishment section of Game Day this week. Me and Trent are your winners again,
like
and
always.
Jacob's your loser. This week, we're going to play a little taste of Westside. Jacob's going to guess what's in his mouth for the punishment. I think we've got a couple rounds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is round one.
Hold on. You gonna tell me when?
Yeah, open up.
Open up what? Nah, hold up, bro.
Come on.
Nah. Y'all not lodging stuff.
It's so easy, dude. It's on a fork. You got to put the fork in his mouth.
Hey, my fault, man. That's cheese.
Cheese and what?
Oh, cheese and what? Ham? Is that Lunchable?
Yeah.
Nice.
We got ham and
Round
turkey.
one.
Good job. Ding, ding, ding.
One for
All right.
one, buddy.
And here's round two. Thank you, magic hand. Open up.
Which side?
All of them.
That's a violent saucer. No,
Yeah, he does.
I'm sure. Tastes like cat food to me.
Yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen,
I
here's
don't
round
like it,
three. Jacob's on fire right now.
I'm cooking.
Oh,
Not chill.
oh.
Chill.
Oh my God.
Nah, chill, bro. That ain't even cool, bro.
Ain't no way.
Which hand?
Nah, I'm just gonna
Trent,
shove
got
it
it.
in your mouth.
Trent, I'm gonna punch you.
Open up.
Open that mouth.
Eat it, dude.
No, what is that,
You didn't even touch it.
What the hell is that?
You gotta open up. You gotta try it.
Oh my God!
You gotta try it.
Is it good?
You gotta try.
It's a pepper of some sort.
Not. You
No.
gotta eat it.
You gotta go until you get it, dude.
Here it is. Here it is. There you go.
Bite it and eat it.
Eat it. Crunch it. Come on. What kind of pepper is it?
What color?
Red?
No.
Nah.
Yellow.
No.
Yeah.
It's a green bell pepper.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you gotta eat it. You gotta.
All right.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Hold up, bro.
You ain't gonna like this one, dude.
Woo! Dude, I gotta plug my nose, dude.
Oh, no, my taste buds are messed
It might cool your mouth off, though.
Ugh.
Slime.
Open up.
Yes.
Pop-Tart bite.
Yep.
Holy God.
Is that it?
2 to go. Here's number 5. He hadn't missed yet.
My eyes are watering.
Oh my God.
Open up wide.
Oh, yeah.
Wider.
It's a grape.
No.
What?
And he's
That ain't
all
no grape.
for all.
What's a grape, stupid?
All right, let's go 6 for 6.
Dude, there's
And ladies
tears
and
running down
gentlemen,
my face.
here's the last round.
Oh my God. It's gonna be like an alive animal.
Open.
That's
Open wide,
good.
dude. You just gotta go in there. You gotta bite.
Ugh. That's disgusting, dude.
What is that? What is that?
Do you like it?
It's alive. It's crawling around. What was it?
I don't know, but it tastes like the ocean.
Squid, you got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, This has been the punishment section of Westside
Ladies and
GAMEDAY.
gentlemen.
Without further ado, let's get into the picks.
There's tears running down my face.
How'd that taste, Kurt?
Not good, man.
That ain't good. Guys, before we get into this week, let's talk about the Greenwood week. It's going to be Military Appreciation Night, and we're going to be selling T-shirts. And you can pre-order those T-shirts or purchase one at the JV game next week. So, guys, support that. Support. Money goes to Westside. Helps us have more fun. And without further ado, let's get right into the picks.
First, we have Fountain Inn at Wren.
I got Wren by 2 scores over Fountain Inn. They're actually not that bad of a football team. They kept it close for Hanna for 3 quarters and had it pulled away.
You know,
I got Wren.
Fountain Inn might be the worst team in the state. They won 2 games. I don't know how, but I don't expect anything from Wren at this point, but Wren will win this football game.
I think Wren wins by probably a touchdown.
Fountain Inn's 2-3. Wren's 1-4. Wren gets their second win. They'll be 2-4. Fountain Inn will be 2-4. Wren wins.
Big.
Next, we have Powdersville at BHP.
I got BHP killing Powdersville. Powdersville's not as good as they used to be. Quay's just going to carry them like always.
You know, this year I think BHP has a shot to go and see Daniel in upper state of the 3rd round and maybe possibly win a state championship. I mean, the guy they got in the backfield at running back is insane. He's a monster. I don't think Powdersville has had an answer for anybody they played this year, and so I think BHP will come up with a big win this week.
Yeah, I see Quez rushing for probably about 150 yards, about 2 touchdowns here. I think BHP wins by more than people expect them to. Give me BHP by 21.
Definitely. BHP will win this game by 21 points. Powdersville had a good run, but the Bears are too strong on offense. They can't stop the Bears.
Absolutely.
Next, we have Seneca at Crescent.
Crescent, they're pretty good this year. Best they've been in a long time. Seneca, they're on a down year. I got Crescent pulling this upset out for a home. This is like a big game in the region. They're going to get a home playoff game.
Yeah, I think Crescent will end up winning this football game. I've got buddies who go to Crescent. Happy birthday, Elijah. Hope it's a good one. I think Crescent will win this game by a touchdown, but it will definitely be close, and I could be wrong here.
I got Crescent by a point.
I think Crescent wins 28-24 in the upset at home. Seneca's been beating them up pretty good in the last couple of years, but I think Crescent gets over the hump at home.
Next, we have Southside at Palmetto. Trent, what you think?
I think a very low-scoring game. Southside's really bad. Palmetto's really bad, but I also have Palmetto pulling it out. Home win.
See, Palmetto's down. Palmetto's down. I mean, not a good quarterback by any chance, but Palmetto's down a quarterback right now. They've got our childhood best friend Brooks Jansen playing quarterback this week.
Difference maker.
I think this week, I hope that they don't make me regret saying this, but Brooks Jansen will get it done. Southside's a terrible team. Palmetto's terrible. It will be a low-scoring game, but give me Palmetto.
7-6.
Yeah, I agree with what Grisham said. I got Palmetto by probably a point.
Southside and Palmetto. Let's see. That's 2 3A schools, correct? They're 3A. Southside wins just because they're from Greenville. They're from Greenville, and they inter-squad recruit everybody in the whole county anyway. So other than Greenville Red Raiders, you have the Southside Tigers who recruit everybody. Palmetto hasn't got a chance. They lose 35-0.
Really?
Woo.
All right.
All right, next we have Bubba Wright, Bowling Springs at Dorman. Trent?
Dorman, not very good as they used to be. Bowling Springs pretty good, so I got Bowling Springs by 2 scores.
This game is going to be played with so much emotion, so much passion, and so much drive because this game determines if either of these teams go to the playoffs. This is for the bottom spot in that region. Dorman has upset us this year so much. Dorman's not the football team they were, and I think it's going to be hard to bounce back. Boiling Springs has had a year. Bubba Wright, take me home. I got Boiling Springs by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm going off what Grisham said. Bowling Springs looks really good under Bubba Wright this year. Dorman just lost to River Bluff. Give me Bowling Springs by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I like that. I think the Bubba Bulldogs will do well. I don't think that Dorman's really what they used to be. Ever since Gutshaw's retired, they've kind of went downhill and went through 2 coaches in like 8 months. I think Bowling Springs gets the upset at Dorman just because Bubba Wright is the man.
I couldn't agree more. We love you, Coach.
You're the man.
All right, next we have Easley. Wait, hold up. Pickens at Easley.
Yep.
All right. Next we have Pickens at Easley. Trent?
Yeah, it's a little rivalry down there in Easley. No one's going to be at this game, though, but I do have Easley pulling out. Low-scoring game.
Easley versus Pickens, both these teams are bad at football. They're terrible. Easley the Westside Barstool every week and ask, why don't y'all pick our games? Because y'all lose. It's a loss. We want competition. However, this rivalry is deep, and this rivalry is a toss-up every year, even though Pickens is god-awful. Easley, I will pick you again, and you better not let me down. I've got Easley by a singular touchdown.
I usually don't like to pick Easley, but Pickens is a horrible team in my opinion. I think Easley actually wins by 21.
Ooh, that's a good pick. I'm going to be honest with you. I was like 3 years old, and I started watching football, and I don't remember any of it. But I remember growing up, Pickens was dominant from like 77 to like 82, and they just beat everybody in the upstate back in the day. They had all the mountain boys. I really don't care how many mountain boys they got. They are not going to beat Easley at all, because in real life, a wave is supposed to put out a flame. Water kills fire. So I'm just going with that analogy. Green waves over the blue flames, 41-0.
I couldn't agree more.
I like that, Coach. Next we have Myrtle Beach at West Florence. Trent, what you think?
So, West Florence, they're coming off that brutal loss to Burns, so I got them bouncing back. Myrtle Beach just have not played anybody.
Yeah, Trent, I agree with you here. I don't think – I wouldn't call it a bounce back. I mean, I think it's going to be close. I don't think West Florence has that flame under them anymore, but my heart is telling me to pick West Florence by a touchdown. Maybe it will be close, and I could be wrong.
Last week I chose West Florence to beat Burns. We all saw how that happened. 49-0, Burns wins. West Florence let me down last week, but I'm going to take them over Myrtle Beach here. I got them by 3.
I'm going to go with the Grand Strand boys. I'm going to go with Myrtle Beach, just for the simple fact is our strength coach a couple of years, Coach Gray, played there, and he just thinks Myrtle Beach was the greatest team in the whole world, and he always said that West Florence was really bad. So I'm just going to go because Coach Gray said Myrtle Beach was good. Myrtle Beach 38, West Florence 24.
Wow. Going for the head coach, man.
All right, next we have White Knoll at River Bluff.
I'm not going to lie, I know nothing about either of these teams, but I saw White Knoll has not played anybody. Every team they played was 0-5. So I got River Bluff getting it done.
So, Trent, you say that after you got done dissing on Dorman, when River Bluff and Dorman just had a 1-point football game.
Yeah.
Dorman's not a good team, and River Bluff could not hang with them. White Knoll's played good games and blown some people out. I've got White Knoll by 2 touchdowns.
No.
Not so fast, Grish. White Knoll has played absolutely nobody. They've won by like 40 in every single game, but majority of the teams they play are either 0-5 or 1-5 right now. River Bluff did just beat Dorman. I believe Dorman's a decent football team. Give me River Bluff by a touchdown.
We just got
The
done
home
hating on
crowd.
Kirk.
The home crowd's going to get
Oh, my God. You're out of your mind.
White Knoll, know nothing about them. River Bluff, don't even care. I'm just going to go with White Knoll just because a friend of mine coaches the offensive line down there, and I know they'll be able to run the ball. And even though they haven't played nobody and they're 5-0, I just think they go on the road and they get a win, and then they're going to be 6-0. White Knoll over River Bluff, 44-43.
Great pick.
All right, next we have Chapin at Lexington. Trent, what you think, man?
Lexington, I think they're a really good football team. The only loss of the season to Gilbert, so I got them getting it done.
See,
Chapin.
Turn your brain on, Trent. I think Kirkus is going to follow you just so he doesn't have to lose by himself.
Nah.
I've got
You're not
Chapin
doing
winning this
You're
game,
insane.
dude.
You're a loser.
What?
You're dumb.
You're just selling.
Hammer.
That's not smart. Oh, shit.
Chapin got blown out by Irmo, 48-3. Come on, dude.
Anyways, give me Lexington.
Shot caller's going to feel nice.
Chapin and Lexington, down in Columbia, correct? They're from Columbia, if I'm not mistaken. Chapin, I think most of those guys live on the water. Lexington, they're pretty much city guys. I'm going to go with the guys from the city. I don't think Lexington's going to go 5-1. I think Chapin loses. I think it's a close game. If it was at Chapin, I would pick Chapin because Chapin's kind of like the baby Clemson. I think they run down a hill too. But right now, baby Clemson and grown-up Clemson aren't doing well. So I'm just going to go with Lexington. They'll be 5-1, 28-21.
You guys will see.
Yeah, I say that every week. Next we have West Oak at Pendleton. Trent, what you thinking about Brantley?
So basically, both these teams are actually really bad. The record just lies about everything, but I got Pendleton pulling it out. West Oak's always irrelevant in football.
Yeah, West Oak sucks. Pendleton's better than they've ever been. I think Corey Jones has a big game this week. I say it every week. And he normally does because Pendleton doesn't play anybody in football. That's sad.
They got a good quarterback, too.
A good what?
Quarterback.
You just said they were bad.
Quarterback.
Yeah, no. But
I
yeah,
got that out.
it's terrible. Pendleton by a mile.
Yeah, I don't know why Trenton said Pendleton is terrible. They've played some pretty good games. They've scored a lot of points this year. All right, I don't think Pendleton's as bad as Trenton says they are. I got Pendleton winning by 2 touchdowns.
They're bad.
Yeah.
Pendleton Bulldogs and the West Oak Warriors. Let's see here. I used to coach at Pendleton before I came to Daniel and here. I got a lot of respect for a lot of people over there. Had an opportunity to coach at West Oak one time. No. Didn't do that. So I just want everybody to know I'm going with the P-Town Bulldogs 56 and the West Oak Whining Warriors 0.
Shout out Brantley.
Bet.
Shout.
Out.
All right, next we have Mauldin at TL Hanna.
All right, fellas, listen up. I do not want that shot clock around my neck next week. I'm picking TL Hanna.
You know, we've handled business with TL Hanna. It was a clean little thing. You know, we're done. We're done. I'm done. I don't want to lose this week, and we're kind of done with Hanna. I still hate Mauldin. I still got every bit of hate in my heart for Mauldin. You guys will go 0-10 this year. You guys are terrible. You're the worst football team we've ever played. Give me Hanna by 56-0.
I agree. Mauldin was absolutely horrible. I got the Bumblebees winning by 50.
I was thinking like 56.
I'm going to go the Price is Right route on here. You guys are really high on the scores. I really think you're overachieved on your scores. I'm going to vote 1-0. Hanna wins. That's my $1. Okay, my $1. All you guys went over. I mean, it's just going to be 1 point. Hanna runs the wing tee.
Right.
And we dapped. But let me explain to you something here. I ain't never picked Hanna for anything. And I'm only going to let you win by 1. So you're going to win 1-0 against what he said. So 1-0, Hanna beats Mauldin.
Mauldin, you guys are terrible. Shout out to you guys.
All right, next we have Abbeville at Liberty. What y'all thinking?
Yeah, battle of the 2A teams. Abbeville's going to win the state championship in 2A for the next 10 years. Liberty, not very good. I got Abbeville rolling.
You know, God, I wanted to pick Liberty, but I can't. Abbeville's a good football team. I wanted to maybe pick it up so I get my score there. Give me Abbeville by a touchdown.
I mean, Liberty could do it. I could see Liberty upsetting Abbeville, but I don't think it's this week. I don't think it's this year. I don't think it's anytime soon. Give me Abbeville by 30.
Abbeville by 30. That's not enough. Abbeville by 60, and this is why. Liberty had the biggest win of their career last week, I think, in their whole history. They beat Pickens, didn't they? I mean, and that's why Pickens might be worse than Mauldin.
Nah.
But I'm going to be honest with you. Abbeville is still not Abbeville. Now, I play social media games like everybody, and everybody's on Facebook and High School Blitz. Abbeville is not what they were back in the 90s, okay? Let's go ahead and get everybody where that is. But Liberty is still Liberty. So I'm going to say Abbeville 66.
To 2.
Yes, to 2. To 2. I'm giving them a safety because of a bad snap in the end zone. Abbeville's going to do everything perfect, but if you don't remember, they had a bad snap against us. So I'm going to say that the only points is coming off a bad snap.
How would you remember that?
Huh?
How would you remember that?
I was watching film the day after.
Yeah, he filmed
I was watching live. Me and Mr. 305 watched after the show.
Yep, 305.
All right, now we have our game of the week, Westside versus Greenville. Before we get into the game, let's talk about last week.
Last week, another victory, another victory, another victory. It's every week with these guys. I mean, Cutter Woods had himself a game on his feet. He does it all. He can do anything. Cutter Woods had 2 rushing touchdowns last week and a slew of passing touchdowns. I mean, I think he's insane, and he's going to have another insane week this week.
Josh, you had another 100-yard receiving game. D had 73 yards. Josh also had a kick return, 93 yards.
Woo! Our running backs have been going absolutely crazy. Sherrod had 130 yards rushing with a touchdown. He had a nice little 76-yard run. DeMarco had 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. 21 yards, 2 touchdowns for D, and a 73-yard receive catch.
Possibly the most powerful offense in the state.
I agree with that. Played good up front last week. Last 2 or 3 weeks, offensive line's gotten better. We're kind of coming together more. Really proud of my 2 seniors, Nick Hatton and Christavion Cheeseburger Simpson. Really enjoyed coaching those 2 young men. I think we've come along. But I want to call out the young bucks right now. I'm really proud of my young offensive linemen for where they've stepped up and just became leaders. I believe in the trenches is where football is won, and it's not going to be no different than it is last week and this week. we got to block them and they got to tackle us. So blocking and tackling is the name of the game. You can have all these prima donna wide receivers and do all what you got to do, but when it comes down to it, the people I coach run this thing, and that's what I would expect. So, you know, we're the best on this. We're the best for a reason, and I expect them to be a best tomorrow. I don't expect us to, you know, go 2 steps back. So I'm really gonna push those 5 tomorrow to continue what we're doing. But just proud of the way the offensive lines came together and help get these guys winning, man.
Well, fellas, with that being said, let's make our final pick.
So I think Westside, they come out really inspired for this football game. You know, we lost this heartbreaker last year. A lot of seniors on this football team. We're going to come out hot, win the turnover battle. I think we're going to win by 2 scores.
You know, I hate Greenville with a burning passion, and I've got every bit of faith in these Westside Rams to knock off Greenville. I think Mazio's overrated. I'll say that right now. And I think Greenville's got the wrong guy playing quarterback right now. I think they need to take that left tackle out. Can't throw a deep ball. Can't throw any kind of football. He's terrible at what he does. Put Pickle in the game. He's also terrible. But he might be a little bit better. I think Westside.
He sucks too.
Yeah. I think Westside runs through Greenville this week in a shocker of an upset.
You know, I agree with Grisham. I think this game's personal to Westside, considering last year, like Trenton said. I got Westside by 40, easily.
40. I think we got to play better in the second half than we did last year. I think we got to come out on fire. We got to come out, you know, like we've been shot out of a cannon. We got to be ready for everything. I think the game's going to be won in the trenches. I think it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last. I think they have a bunch of good athletes. I think they're well coached, but I also think we have a bunch of athletes, and I know we're well coached. So it's going to be a rough situation, but in the long run, it's all about TPW, and that's tough people win. Mm-hmm. And there's something I'm going to say, we're a little bit tougher this year than we were last year, and we're going to win. And if you don't think I'm telling you a lie, I ain't lying to nobody. Let's go, Westside!
Let's go. Make your way to the game. It's a 45-minute drive. Be there. The 12th man will be strong. And let's beat out of Greenville.
Watch this.
And we're out.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win. Battle me, that's a sin. Try and play the role and you're the whole.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all at the game Friday night. It's construction night at Greenville. Go Rams! Let's go!